emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New York Jets. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
On the set.
Mike's by four. Hey, tank.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey!
Check. Watch 54. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
54. Right, 54. Come. Mike's by four.
Yes. Shoot.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll try the right side with Bell. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Check.
Darnold from the gun. This one caught by Crowder. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Showing it.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago. There to bring him down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
132 fighter.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 3. Here we go. 70, Indy.
I got one.
On second down, here's Fournette. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to the QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Minshew sets to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Well, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Get the ball. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Hey, lady. Hey, 2. Check 13. Check 13.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, 2nd leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, wahoo!
Now it's Darnold. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Here we go. Here we go.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But be able to catch it and come down with it. What do they call that?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
54 Mike. Go, go, let's go.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here's Minshew, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm here all day. Shoot!
This is Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Zipper! Get it!
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
54. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now again, right side. It's Thompson, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Perriman, and that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's got a noon one. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Darnold now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again is Darnold. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Motion, motion, motion. Hey, echo.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Jags grab it, and they'll stop him at the 1-yard line. But small consolation there following the turnover. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Switch.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. That throw good for 4. It's second down. From the 44, Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on second down, Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
What we got? Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, Delta. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the pass.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Hey, high 7.
From the 22, Darnold, blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
First down.
Here we go, sack. Now watch one. Check nine.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The 31-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Got you, boy. Get it.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Here we go. 60 or. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Willis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's go right here. 80 West, cut up.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, box drop. 61, match box, lights. Check, walk 54.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Go. Ready.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Check 26. Recon, 152 fighter. Check, 59.
Darnold on first down. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On second and a long way to go. Darnold had a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's checking. Oh, lady. Hey, Haywood. Watch safety creeping. Topper.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
18 Gator. Line 54. Got you. Go.
Fournette, a first down carry. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Bravo!
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Letting you know right now, you got break.
Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Rush coming here for Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Got 4 down. Ran 80. Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Pilot, 64, weak. Ran 80.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That's complete, it's Bell. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And now the kick is blocked. And the Jags get it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
As you tell me all the time, Brandon, mark that play down. That should be a tie game. Instead, a great job by the guys blocking it. And, boy, they've got to have a great lift going off the field.
And the further it happens in the game and here in the 2nd half, it just gets more magnified.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 69 yards, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Darnold now to throw. Finds a man with a crossing route. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's third and short.
General West.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
59 mark, check.
Now Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Check, crunch. Check three.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. They're all through up in Detroit, and it's the Giants that wound up winning that one. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Josh Allen, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Fournette. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Ready? 10 over. You draw corker.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the...
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, roll on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, roll on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, be liking my flavor, I think it's cause